This is Andy Paroff, Boxing Social, and I'm joined by Hopey Price out here in Saudi Arabia. Hopey, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Obviously, good to hear you doing well yourself. Now, we were just saying off camera, it was only about 2 weeks ago you found out that you'd be on one of the biggest undercards of the year. Just talk to me about your initial reaction to when you found out you'd be on the Andy Ruiz 2 undercard.
I'm scheduled to box the 19th in your hall in Bethnal Green. I come to the gym and Dave said, I've got some good news for you. So I said, yeah, so I'm wrapping up, getting ready to train. And he said, do you want to fight in Saudi? I said, of course. He said, no problem. So I thought he was joking at first. He wasn't joking, so now it's here.
It's obviously a huge stage to kind of introduce yourself to a professional world. I know you've fought already as a professional, but it's a chance for you to engage an entirely new audience and an even bigger audience. With that comes a new added sense of pressure. How do you feel you'll cope with that on Saturday?
I think it's second edge to me. I know we're in a foreign country and there's a lot of pressure. It's on a big show, but I boxed all over the world as amateur, so I'm used to the travelling. This is sort of a big exposure for me, but I'm more confident than anything. I want to put on a show and try and get a good following and show I am really.
It's obviously so early on with your professional career. How have you found the initial changeover from amateur to professional style?
I prefer it. Like you say, I think there's a little bit of difference. There's a few things you've got to learn, but I don't think you've got to entirely change everything. I think if you look at the likes of Lomachenko and Usyk and them sort of fighters, they've still got the amateur style, but they do it for 12 rounds, and it's proven it's working.
I know you'd have travelled the world as an amateur, but so early on as a professional, could you ever envisage fighting out here in Saudi Arabia?
No, definitely not. Like you say, I had a good place for my debut in Manchester Arena, but now to come to Saudi, there's people who dream of boxing on this. Like you say, to me it's like Thriller and Manila, Rumble in the Jungle, and now there's this. So for me to be a part of it, it's going down in history.
Dave Caldwell has always only ever had very good words to say about yourself. He's very excited about your future. With that, how do you find kind of not allowing what your coach says to you, not necessarily get to your head, but just make sure you keep level-headed?
He speaks on camera, like you say, good. He's always praising me or what, but when we get back in the gym, I work on things I do. If I do anything wrong, I work on it. If I have a bad day, he tells me off, which there's not many of them, but like you say, he's there to do a job and I'm there to do a job. So even though he speaks like highly of me, I still know what it takes. I've still got to get in there and do it Saturday night.
I know Anthony Fowler in particular always says to me that no matter what, when he's in the gym, it's a hard session, and he has many of, especially the more grueling sessions where he'll end up maybe having to throw up. Have you experienced any of those ones yet, Hopey?
I've experienced some hard sessions. I haven't threw up yet, but I've come close to it. We train till exhaustion sometimes, so we do have some hard sessions in the gym, but it's working. You need to work hard in this game, and talent only takes you so far. You've still got to work hard.
Talent may only take you so far, but you obviously are here in Saudi. Going on Saturday night, what do you know about your opponent?
I don't know much about him. I think he's African. I don't know how many fights he had. To be honest, like you say, we've been such short notice. Dave just said, do you want to fight? I never really asked him, to be fair. To me, I see it as boxing's a game where you've got to adapt, and I think my sort of style suits that anyways. So I just get in there Saturday night and see what about adapt and figure it straight out and go from there.
Obviously at this stage of your career, up until you're probably 10th, 11th fight, you'll end up facing the journeyman or the guys who have a similar record to yourself. With that in mind, if you was to turn around to Dave and you say, listen, I feel I could face better opposition, I feel like I'm already able to operate at a certain level, whereabouts would you say you could position yourself in amongst other fighters in the division?
I believe, like you say, at the minute, in my own boxing brain, I believe I've got the boxing brain to be as good as British champions, whoever else at the minute. But like I say, I haven't got the experience over the 12 rounds, so I'll just go at my own pace, what Dave and Eddie says, get the right fights at the right time, and once I'm let off the leash, that's me. I will fight anyone then. But until then, I'm just going to take my time and learn. Like you say, I'm only 19. But I believe, boxing skill-wise, I'm as good as them all.
You just mentioned as well being 19, and I always say to people when I interview them, when they're as young as you are and around your age, a lot of people don't ever consider the sacrifices for in terms of the constant training. You don't get to see your friends, you're away from your family, etc. How difficult do you find trying to juggle everything and not being able to do stuff that a normal 19-year-old would be able to?
Sometimes it's hard, but like you say, I'm from the gypsy community, so I've never ever been to school since being about maybe 9 or 10. and I literally took boxing. I've done it my whole life, so I've trained sort of like a little professional. I train with my father as amateur 2 and 3 times a day. So now I'm sort of used to it. I don't see it as I'm missing out, because to me I love boxing. Boxing's what I want to do. So when I'm at the gym and my mates say out partying, I just see it as second nature to me. It's what I want to be. So to do it, I enjoy it.
And I was just going to get your thoughts as well on the rest of Saturday's card. Ruiz-Joshua 2, the headline fight. How do you see that one playing out, Hopey?
You know, it's a big fight, like you say, and I think Joshua's got to change a few things, but I can see him winning this time. I can see him pulling it off and bringing the belts back to Britain.
Do you expect it to be similar or different to how the first fight played out, with the exception of the result in your eyes?
I think it might be pretty similar, but Joshua, what people don't forget is he started well last time, and he dropped he dropped Ruiz, should I say, and then he got caught, and it sort of all went downhill from there. But people's forgetting about them first couple of rounds where he was actually boxing quite comfortable, and I think he never had the fear factor last time of Ruiz. I think this time he knows he's in for a real fight, and I think he's going to do it and bring the belts back to Britain.
Well, Hopey, I know that you're going to have to crack on soon, as I believe the workout's about to start, so I appreciate your time. I'm sure I'll catch up with you later on in the week. Thanks for speaking to myself and Boxing Social.
Thank you very much.